once again for allowing me to speak. Judith Schott, Berkeley. Look, the National Sexual Violence Resource Center reports that, and please look around you, 81% of women experience some form of sexual harassment or assault. 43% of men are victims. More than 90% know their assailants. In this very room, victims and assailant, what a dichotomy. Painful, life-changing events that you've experienced, and they matter. You know firsthand the pain that one person's subordination for another's sexual pleasure has caused. Recently, I confronted someone who molested me decades ago, and the spouse asked, why? Why now after all these years? The reality is, sometimes courage to speak truth doesn't come easy. This is not about book titles, but about very specific content that vendors aren't required to label. This is sexually graphic and explicit, sometimes with violent depictions of incest, rape, not just of women, but often of children, and threats and depictions of bestiality. 1 in 3 female victims of attempted or completed rape are between the ages of 11 and 17 years of age. A community of students, but children whose well-being is ultimately in our hands. There is no harm caused by the transfer of these books, but there is a real entry drug risk if we don't. We risk that as children, they will internalize these accounts, be predisposed to act out and experiment, and be exploited as we were. Some are pretending that this doesn't matter because this content is touted as having literary value awards, while also pretending that the literary molestation of our children is not happening, or that the intellectual mind rape is not causing harm. But just like with our assailants, the time to be quiet is over, and as parents, you must find the courage and speak truth. When you walk the hallways of your schools, look at the faces of the new victims and assailants and ask yourself, in your silence, are you now part of their victimization? Do not be complicit. Will you find courage and speak truth? Because as a community, we stand against this content. Thank you. Stop this exploitation of our children.